Welcome to the semifinals and finals, race fans. We're going to award gold, silver, and bronze medals to the top three. Anticipation is tremendous, so let's get started. Driving the 2006 Bentley from Queen Bee Racing, the number 7 seed Queen Annie Crowhurst. Driving the 89 Mazda Savannah from Miniature Car Racing, the number 5 seed Kareem Bolo Brown Palos. Cheyenne Wheeler from High Octane is the number 3 seed driving the 64 Chevelle, and driving the Lamborghini Huracan from Rabbit Shetland Racing, the number 2 seed Daniel Bear McKay. The keys to victory are the same. Win the lap. You get bonus points when you do. Don't DNF. You get 0 and you give bonus points to the lap winner. Good luck, Olympians. Let's race. Crowhurst and Bolo in the front row. Crowhurst, Bolo, Bear, Wheeler trailing into turn 2. Crowhurst leading. Bear with an inside pass on Bolo, turn 3. Crowhurst is spinning. Bear's closing. He's closing down fast. Can he do it? Yes, he steals the victory. What a close race. So scoring is 5 points for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for last. A DNF is a 0. The lap winner gets a bonus point for each DNF in his or her lap. Top 2 advance to the finals. So in a very tight race, Bear passes Bolo and Crowhurst for the win. Crowhurst, Bolo, and Wheeler 2, 3, and 4. Crowhurst and Bear in the front row. Bear, Crowhurst, Bolo, Wheeler trailing into turn 2. That same trio down the backstretch into turn 3. Bear's now pulling ahead. Bolo and Crowhurst are battling for second place as they come to the finish line. They finish in that order. So back-to-back wins has Bear in a comfortable 4-point lead over Crowhurst. Bolo 2 behind, and Wheeler is 6 behind Crowhurst. Wheeler and Bear in the front row. Bear, Crowhurst, Wheeler, Bolo single file into turn 2. Bear separating from the chase pack, looking unstoppable into turn 3. And it is all Bear all the time, then Crowhurst, Wheeler, and Bolo. So 3 wins for Bear, and he has punched his ticket to the finals. 3 second place finishes for Queen Annie, and she's looking very good for that second advancing spot. Bolo's 4 back and Wheeler's 5 back from Crowhurst. Bolo and Wheeler in the front row. Bolo leading out Crowhurst, Wheeler, and Bear into turn 2. And Bolo pulling way ahead down the backstretch, turn 3, almost out of camera range. And for the win, then it's distant Crowhurst, Wheeler, and Bear, a distant 2, 3, and 4. So as expected, Bear McKay and Queen Annie Crowhurst advance to the finals. Driving the 68 Gran Torino from Spania Lanes, the number 8 seed Lawrentown Abercrombie. Driving the 68 Challenger from Hillbilly Racing, the number 6 seed Dale Taylor. Stephanie Hughes, also from Spania Lanes, is the number 4 seed driving the Aston Martin Vantage. And from Gravity Track Grand Prix, driving the Mazda RX-3, the defending champion and number 1 seed, Matthew Parisi. Abercrombie and Taylor in the front row. Abercrombie, Taylor, Parisi, Hughes trailing into turn 2. Abercrombie and Taylor still leading. Parisi down the straight, turn 3. Taylor closing, passes Abercrombie for the win. Oh, flies off the track. Oh, we got to take a closer look at that. Oh, we got to take a real close look. Okay, so here's the shot. And the ruling is that Taylor's car was off the track when he crossed the finish line. He is scored a DNF. So Abercrombie keeps the win and gets a bonus point. Parisi 3, Hughes 2, and Taylor with the DNF. Abercrombie and Parisi in the front row. Abercrombie flips at turn 1, Parisi leading into turn 2 with Hughes a distant second. Parisi sideways into turn 3, but still leading. He is all alone, and he'll take the win. Then Hughes a distant second, and Taylor. And there's Abercrombie on his route. So Parisi jumps to the lead with his bonus point win. Abercrombie now 3 back with Hughes 1 behind Abercrombie. Taylor's 4 back for Abercrombie. Hughes and Parisi in the front row. And their group is all jammed up into turn 2. Now Taylor separating. Hughes, Parisi, Abercrombie, the single file chase back into turn 3. Here comes the pack bearing down on Taylor, getting sideways, trying to hold on. Yes, he does. Parisi and Abercrombie 3 and 4. So Parisi with a 3-point lead over Hughes, but Hughes is in a statistical tie with Taylor and Abercrombie for that final advancing spot. Taylor and Hughes in the front row. Hughes leading out Taylor, Parisi, and Abercrombie into turn 2. Down the backstretch, Taylor closing fast on Hughes, turn 3. Outside pass on Hughes, she flips. Hughes flips and gives Taylor a lifeline all the way to the finish. Then Parisi and Abercrombie picking up the rear. And there's Hughes on a roof. So Parisi and Taylor advance out of the semifinals. And we have finally arrived. Welcome to the medal round, race fans. We got 4 drivers, but only 3 are going to get some hardware. This will be an 8-round series. From left to right, we've got the number 4 seed Queen Annie Crowhurst from Queen Bee Racing, number 3 seed Dale Taylor from Hillbilly Racing, number 2 seed Matthew Parisi from Gravity Track Grand Prix, he's the defending champion, remember, and the number 1 seed Daniel Bear McKay from Rabid Shetland Racing. This is the moment you've been waiting for, drivers. Good luck. Let's race. Crowhurst and Taylor in the front row. Crowhurst, Bear, Taylor, Parisi trailing into turn 2. Now Crowhurst and Bear pulling away from Taylor. Parisi is in trouble back there, turn 3. Crowhurst is holding off Bear down the home stretch for the win. Then Taylor and Parisi came off the track back there at turn 2. So Queen Annie with the early bonus point lead, 3 over Bear and 4 over Taylor. Crowhurst and Bear in the front row. Bear, Parisi leading out Crowhurst and Taylor into turn 2. Bear and Parisi still battling down the backstretch, turn 3. Parisi closing, then sideways, and Bear pulls away for the win. Then Crowhurst and Taylor. So Bear and Crowhurst now tied at 8 apiece. Taylor and Parisi both 5 back. Parisi and Bear in the front row. Bear leading out the group into turn 2. We've seen that act before. Flying down the backstretch around turn 3, almost out of camera range and all the way to the finish. We've got Crowhurst and Parisi, and oh no, Taylor skids short of the finish for a DNF. Yikes! So Bear's victory turns into a bonus point and takes a commanding lead. Queen Annie is 3 back and Parisi a distant 9 back. Taylor and Parisi in the front row. And as Taylor blocking Parisi and Bear, Crowhurst trailing into turn 2. Taylor pulls ahead, Parisi spinning, Bear trailing turn 3, and Taylor pulls away, heading to the finish line, then Bear, Parisi, and Crowhurst. So at the halfway point, we've got Taylor in bronze with 8 points, Queen Annie has the silver with 12 points, and Bear is gold with 17 points. Crowhurst and Taylor in the front row. Crowhurst, Taylor, Bear jammed up, Parisi trailing into turn 2. Now Crowhurst separating early. Oh, but here comes the chase back around into turn 3, and it is a battle royal to the finish. Who's it gonna be? It's Taylor, Crowhurst, Bear, and Parisi. So tight finish. Bear still leading, but Taylor and Crowhurst close the gap a few points. Crowhurst and Bear in the front row. Bear, Parisi, Crowhurst, Taylor into turn 2. Bear leading out Parisi, Crowhurst and Taylor chasing turn 3. Parisi outside pass on Bear, heading to the finish line, and he takes it. Then Crowhurst and then Taylor. So Bear still with a 5-point lead over Crowhurst, but Parisi's win has brought him into a 1 point behind Taylor for that bronze medal. Parisi and Bear in the front row. Bear, Crowhurst, Parisi, Taylor single file into turn 2. And there he goes again. Bear pulling away from the chase back, all alone around turn 3, all the way solo to the finish line. Who's in second? We got Crowhurst, Taylor, and Parisi. Boy, he is tough. So Bear with a commanding 7-point lead over Queen Annie. She's 4 over Taylor for silver, and Taylor is 2 over Parisi for bronze. But we've seen anything can happen in rally racing. Final lap coming up. Taylor and Parisi in the front row. Taylor sideways with the jammed up group into turn 2. Now Taylor leading Parisi, passing Crowhurst down the straight, turn 3, same order. Taylor knows he's got to win this lap. Sideways, holding off Parisi, and here comes Bear, and it's another photo finish with Crowhurst 4th. So Taylor does get the win with Parisi 2nd and Bear 3rd. Well, Bear is our gold medalist, but we ain't done yet, folks, because we have a tie for the silver medal between Queen Annie and Dale Taylor. Those two will face off. They'll race 2 laps, switching lanes. If a driver wins both, they get the silver. But if each driver wins, the driver with the largest margin of victory is the winner. This is familiar territory for Queen Annie. She won her playoff series against Sean Matthew in the prelims. Here we go. Taylor with the inside lane. Locked up into turn 1. Crowhurst sideways with the early lead, but here comes Taylor into turn 2. Now Crowhurst pulling away down the backstretch, turn 3, pretty much straight down the middle, and she'll take it for the win. And the clock says she finished 1.2 seconds ahead of Taylor. So Taylor will have to win this next lap by more than 1.2 seconds for the silver. Crowhurst with the inside lane. Gets the jump at turn 1 and has a larger lead leading into turn 2. No answer from Taylor. Down the backstretch, turn 3. Still no answer from Taylor. Queen Annie straight down the middle, and she takes it. So we congratulate our podium drivers. Dale Taylor from the USA with the bronze medal. Queen Annie Crowhurst from the UK with the silver medal. And your gold medalist and Slingshot 360 Olympic Diecast Racing champion from the great land of Australia, Daniel Bear McKay. Congratulations, drivers! Great racing! Drivers and race fans, thanks for all your support and participation. Now remember the 16 drivers that got bounced in the first round? We got a redemption tournament for that group coming up next. Click like and subscribe so you'll be the first to see us. Check us out on Facebook at Slingshot 360 Diecast Racing. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the races.